Hello my lovelies, welcome. So great to have you here. So today I'm going to be doing a wonderful bright look for the Yom Tov of Rosh HaShana. So it's a Jewish New Year, and I was thinking we'll take a little bit of inspiration from the apple dipping in the honey. So we might do a red and gold look today, so that should be really fun. But before we do the look, I wanted to come back to a bit of a thought that I had on a previous video, which was this sponge here. It's the velvet sponge, and it's called Just Peachy. Now, I really liked it because it was really soft and squishy, especially when wet. And I love that it has this beautiful peachy kind of fluff on top of it. So I thought it'd be fantastic for sort of, especially spreading product, but so far it's actually been a little bit of a fail. So I thought I'd try it with some liquid foundation. So this is how it is so far, and I'm just going to do some with you on this side of the face just to show you how it goes. Frankly, I'm not loving it at all. It's not really soaking up much of the product, which was exciting, as I thought was going to be a bonus, but what it's actually doing is moving it a lot. So in that respect, you would be better off going on with a brush and then finishing off with a beauty blender, because this is trying to do both and it's doing both things quite poorly. But I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so I just really feel like it's just gathering and shifting and moving the product rather than soaking it up a little bit like the beauty blender would do, or just painting it around like a brush would do. It's kind of taking on a lot of the product, similar to the beauty blender, but it's not actually sort of blending it at all. It's kind of just gathering it. Like I've got a lot under my eye, got a lot in my cheekbone, but in between there's kind of no product in between there or on here. So yeah, let's finish up with the brush and get into the more fun coloured part of the look. Okay lovelies, now that the face is fully done and the brows are fully done, we can really jump in and do the really fun colours. So the big decision we have, is it going to be a green apple or a red apple that we're going to take inspiration from? I think that all things considered, and the fact that, you know, gold and red just looks so amazing together, and I've done a lot of green looks recently, I'm going to lean towards the red. I'm going to start with a beautiful fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to try and start a very neutral kind of blending colour at the top. I think mostly because the red can be really bright and overpowering, and I would like to be able to blend it out really seamlessly. So when I want to do that with a bit of pigmented colour, I always put down a very neutral base so that I have something to work with. I am however going to go a little bit darker and a little bit more taupey than usual. This is kind of leaning towards the purple end of the brown spectrum, but it is still going to go on very nice and neutral but create a little bit of shadow. Okay, now that we've got a really nice starting point and a shape forming, we can start with the risky colours, the bright red. I'm going to go for a brick red though to start, because I do still want to get that beautiful transition kind of look, and I do still need a crease colour. So I'm going to go with a beautiful deep brick red and blend it all together. I'm using a very small brush to pack it in and then blend it out. Okay, this is the fun part where we get to use a little bit of very intense colour, and we're going to use that technique that I've shown you guys before, where we wet this beautiful flat brush ever so slightly with setting spray, so you don't want any wetness to come off the brush, and we're going to dip into a really beautiful bright vibrant red. How amazing is it already? And that's not even remotely finished. Got this beautiful vibrant red outer corner, just beautiful. Can you imagine how it's going to look once we've got some black liner contrasting it all? Just so cool. Take another fluffy flat brush and wet it. This one's nowhere near as dense as the previous one, so it's going to have to be a bit more particular about using something a bit more floppy, because it won't pad on like the other one just did. But it is also ever so slightly damp with setting spray, and we're going to go in with a beautiful gold to finish off the lid. That is the effective look that we have so far. It's so stunning. Just the colors and the combination, how they beautifully blend, the gorgeous shimmer against the matte. Just amazing. Such little technique involved, and yet such an amazing effect. So very, very simple brush strokes, but very, very big payoff. Coming back with this brush and the deep red on a wet brush this time, I'm just going to go over the under lashes, the lower lashes, and really, really smoke them out with the deeper brick red. With all the intense pigments and everything in this look, I think I'm going to go for a white kohl pencil to line the inner lash line, so the wet line, and I'm going to go all the way out with it. The creative in me is really tempted to do a green eyeliner now, but we won't. We'll stick with black. Last week I showed you a beautiful eyeliner in a pencil, but we're going to go back and use my favorite liquid eye definer. I think that for something this glittery, it's going to perform better. It's a little bit wetter when it goes on, and just a little easier to control. So beautiful. I went for a really thick kind of look because I just thought it was going to complement it really nicely, and I'm going to finish off with some beautiful mascara and then some lips. For the lip, I'm going to go a shimmery nude to start with. It's called Sherbet. And there it is, and we're going to finish off with some beautiful gloss. And there you have it, beautiful neutral lip. Just to not take away too much from the eyes, you can most definitely do a beautiful red lip with this, or a brown lip with this, or a gold lip with this, whatever your aesthetic. I just want to keep it simple and neutral, and definitely just concentrate on the eye look. I've definitely got my contour going on and my highlight going on in the face, so with all this business I thought we'll keep the lip to a minimum, but still shiny and beautiful, and not leave it alone completely, otherwise that might look like a mismatch. Alright my lovelies, I hope you really enjoyed this look. It's definitely a vibrant one, definitely a very outgoing one, definitely an evening kind of thing, for most people anyway, not for me, but for most people. I hope you really enjoyed everything that we went through today, some simple techniques that you can absolutely use at home, and I do hope to see you this week on the midweek wrap up, where we're going to be extending this look and adding a tickle to it, maybe some jewellery, maybe some different clothing as well, so I hope to see you there too. Otherwise, if you did like this video, I really do hope to see a big thumbs up from you guys. Leave me a comment if you have anything to say, because I love hearing from you, and do jump over to Instagram and see what's going on in the daily life of. Alright, so thank you again for coming along on this wonderful journey with me. It's great to have you here, and see you again next time. Bye.